The stars burned cold over the colony of Vera 9 when the end came. It was not a battle. It was not even a war. It was slaughter. The Zir Dominion had always considered humans an anomaly. Too young, too fragile, too scattered among the stars to matter. And so, when the Dominion demanded tribute and Earth refused, they chose to make an example of the colony on Vera 9. The Zir fleets descended with fire. Cities turned to ash. Towers of steel bent and melted beneath plasma storms. The Zir generals laughed as transmissions of their conquest were broadcast openly to the galaxy. "Observe," they declared to their allies. "This is what awaits those who defy the Dominion. Earth bleeds quietly. Their colonies burn. Their people scatter. They will not fight back." On the broken ground of Vera 9, human voices screamed until there were none left to scream. Survivors, chained and bloodied, were paraded before cameras. A Zir commander stepped forward, his claws gleaming in the red light of firestorms. He executed the human governor live, without hesitation, and lifted the severed head to the lens. "This is humanity," the Zir said. "Soft flesh, empty threats. They do not know fury," and across the galaxy others nodded. Humans were resilient, yes, but harmless. The predators had mistaken patience for weakness. The age of mockery, in the Zir capital, feasts were held in celebration. Toasts were made to their easy victory. The Dominion Council assured its people that humanity would soon kneel or vanish into obscurity. The broadcasts replayed endlessly. Images of burning colonies, chained prisoners, human silence, silence. The Dominion believed that silence was surrender, that Earth was cowed, that humanity, unlike the ancient predators of the stars, would accept its wounds and retreat. Their ambassadors mocked human envoys. "You will beg for mercy soon enough," they hissed. "Your worlds will burn one by one." Their officers boasted in war councils. Earth is too civilized to retaliate. They rely on treaties and words. They have no claws, no teeth. They are prey, dressed in metal ships. And the galaxy listened. They believed. For weeks, humanity said nothing. Earth's fleets did not move. Their colonies did not answer. Even their allies, nervous and fearful, whispered among themselves. Perhaps humanity was broken. But beneath the silence, Earth was watching, and Earth was waiting. The first shiver in the void. The first sign came like a rumor in the dark. A Zir patrol ship vanished near the Orion Rift, then another, then an entire convoy. Their distress calls ended in static, just static, cold and sharp. The Dominion dismissed it. "Pirates," they said. "Accidents. Nothing more." But then, in the trading hub of Heshtor, an entire sector went dark. Hundreds of stations blinked offline. When Zir investigators arrived, they found only wreckage. Silent corridors drifting. Carved into the walls with precision impossible to ignore was a single phrase. "We are patient." The galaxy froze. Dominion generals scoffed, but the laughter was brittle now. "The humans are desperate," they said. "This is noise." Nothing more. Yet fleets began to vanish. One by one. Not in battles, but in silence. No wreckage, no survivors, no reports. Only emptiness. Only whispers. And then came the message. Across the encrypted networks of a dozen empires, a signal broke through. No origin point could be traced. No sender identified. Just a voice. Human. Cold. Steady. "You killed our children on Vera 9. You thought patience meant weakness. You thought silence meant fear. But patience is fury waiting for the perfect strike. Now you will learn what that means." The galaxy trembled. When the silence shattered from the Sol system, Earth awoke. Human fleets, thought to be scattered defense forces, assembled in numbers unseen. Dreadnoughts, black as night, emerged from dry docks. Carriers, silent for decades, activated with a hum that echoed across the stars. Forgotten war machines, relics from old Earth conflicts, returned with fire in their cores. The Great Migration began. Humanity's armadas poured into slipspace, not with cries of vengeance, but with silence so profound it chilled every ear that heard it. The Zir Dominion sent scouts. None returned. Then, across the galaxy, human voices broke the void once more. Patience has ended. Now comes fury. Entire star systems saw their skies darken as fleets of human steel filled orbit. Zir strongholds, once arrogant fortresses, were surrounded in moments. Their defenses fell before they could even register targets. The galaxy watched, horrified, as Earth's patience erupted into annihilation. The storm without mercy, the retribution was not war. It was extinction, precise and cold. On the Zir world of Krath, orbital defense arrays fired blindly into the void. They struck nothing. Then, human ships decloaked above the capital. so vast, so many, that the sun itself dimmed in their shadow. The bombardment began. Not chaotic, not wild, surgical. Cities erased in silence, block by block, until only glass plains remained. On another Zir colony, civilians looked to the skies and saw soldiers descend. Human marines, armored titans who moved like storms. They did not shout. They did not curse. They moved with methodical rage, breaking resistance in minutes. A Zir warlord tried to rally his armies, screaming of dominance and destiny. His transmission was cut short when a human orbital lance carved his fortress into molten rock. The galaxy heard his death scream echo, then fade into silence. Humanity's fleets spread like shadows across the Dominion. They did not stop. They did not bargain. They dismantled Zir fleets with terrifying precision. No mercy, no compromise. Every strike was a message: you brought this, now drown in it. The galaxy realizes other empires, once mocking, now trembled. They had thought humans weak. Now they saw patience turn into fire that could not be contained. The Dominion screamed for allies. None came. Their friends, who once mocked humanity, stayed silent, unwilling to invite the storm upon themselves. In whispered council halls across the stars, one truth was spoken. We thought Earth was fragile. We thought their silence meant surrender, but silence was only waiting. The patience of humanity had ended. The fury had begun. The final blow. The Zir High Council gathered in desperation. Their fleets were shattered, their colonies ash, their armies broken. They pleaded for parley, for negotiation. But Earth did not answer with words. Instead, over the Zir homeworld, a human flagship emerged from slipspace. Larger than anything the Dominion had ever seen, its silhouette swallowed the stars. Its weapons glowed like the eyes of gods. The Zir sent transmissions, begging, promising surrender, offering tribute. The human voice replied, calm and cold. Vera 9 remembers. Then the flagship fired. The Zir homeworld cracked beneath the assault. Oceans boiled, continents split apart. The screams of billions vanished into the void. And as the planet died, the galaxy understood. This was not victory. This was judgment. The silence that followed. When the last Zir system fell, Earth's fleets withdrew. Not a single ship remained in enemy territory. They did not occupy. They did not conquer. They left only ruins and whispers. Galaxies held their breath. What would Earth do next? Would their fury spread beyond the Dominion? Would every empire fall before their wrath? But Earth said nothing. Humanity returned to silence. Their fleets vanished into the void. Their worlds closed their borders. The only message left was burned into the stars where the Zir Dominion had once ruled. Never provoke Earth again. And the galaxy believed, because patience had been mistaken for weakness once. And the cost of that mistake was an empire reduced to dust. From then on, every ruler, every council, every emperor whispered the same words in fear. Earth's fury was patience waiting for the perfect strike.